Hi guys, welcome back. So today, as you can see, we are doing these gorgeous icy blue nails. So the weather is perfect for these, that's why I chose these ones. So I'm going in with electric blue, and I'm starting off on that tip because these are so long. And then I'm going to go in and do the cuticle area. So I am just putting them beads on and just pulling them down. So this one, I'm just pulling it down to blend with that previous bead. And then just going to go in and make sure that is near that cuticle. If you get any on that cuticle, make sure you wipe that off because you do not want that on your client's skin. Okay, and then on these two nails, I'm making these look like ice. So I'm going to go in with a clear base first. So I'm just pulling that down that nail. And then I am going to take some cling film. Just take a small piece off and then scrunch that up a bit so there's a few creases in there. Place that on the nail. This didn't want to go on because it kept sticking to my gloves. And then I did go in with these tweezers first just to try and get more creases in there, but it's a lot harder with these tweezers than it is just to use your fingers and pinch it. So I do try with that, and then I just decide to go in with my fingers anyway, which I find easier, like I've just said. So I'm patting that in and then just squeeze that together so you've got loads of wrinkles or creases in there. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. And once I'm happy with that, I'll just leave that to set up and for that acrylic to harden. And we will move on to this pointer finger. So I'm going back in with electric blue and I'm getting that cuticle nice and neat, and then I'm just going to pull that down a little bit. And then I'm going to swipe off on a straight line. Again, make sure you've got that cuticle nice and neat. So while I'm waiting for that blue to set up, I'm just going to trim off the excess of this cling film. So this has been on a couple of minutes, so it has set up a bit. So don't try and cut it off while it's still wet, otherwise you'll probably just pull all your little creases out. So I'll trim that off. And just make sure everything is still attached to that nail. And then I'm going to take my tooth, what we call these, tooth cleaner, and I'm just going to straighten that line off a bit. So if you like to do yours thicker, you could file that once you've done this to make sure it's a nice crispy line, but I like to basically do my colours really thin. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to tidy that line up a little bit, make sure it is nice and straight, and then I'm going to go in with Smoke It, which is this nice grey colour. Just butting that up to the previous colour along both sides, and then again I'm going to do a line on the same angle as what I did the blue. And then I'm just going to put in some silver hollow fibre. Just tap a little bit into the top of there while that's still wet. double check that line's nice and straight, and then I'm going to go on to these cling film nails and I'm going to add some clear on the top, and then I'm going to go in with the Tinsel and Moody Blues glitter, which is a blend of blues and silvers, and just add a little bit of that on there as well. Not going too mad with these colours because I just want that bit of sparkle on my mice nails, so I'm going to do exactly the same on this one. And then I'll move back to this pointer nail. So I'm just going to do a clear on this tip with the glitters again. I think I've got a cold coming. I am absolutely freezing and my nose just won't stop running today. Not that you really want to know that, but yeah, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. So I'm just applying, do you know, I'm bad me, I just forget what I'm doing and just start talking about all sorts of rubbish. So I'm just picking that glitter up and sticking that into that wet acrylic. Again, I've not added too much because I want it to be see-through. And then we are moving on to the cuticle areas of these two nails. So I'm going in with electric blue. Do you know I can't speak? Electric blue near that cuticle, and I'm going to do a marble on this one. So I'm just going to get that neat, and then I'm going to go in with the grey, the smoky should I say, electric blue and white. And then use the tip of your brush just to blend them out. And then I'm going to do another few beads of them same colours just to get a better blend on there. Okay, and then on this one I'm just going to go in with the smoky grey. Just pick up a small bead and then get that cuticle in place first, and then just drag that down that nail. So that is what we're left with. So I did go in and I filed and capped them, well, capped and filed them nails just to save a bit of time, and we're just going to do a little bit of a design on the pinky and the pointer finger. So on my palette I have got some foil gel, and I'm just going to draw a little design in this. So I want lines, and then that bit there I'm going to colour that in because we're going to add some stones into these bigger parts. So just do whatever design you want really onto your nail, but this does look effective, so I'm glad I did this one for a change. So just add what you want. Could be snowflakes, could be absolutely anything with it being Christmas. And then I'm going to do the same on this pointer finger. And then I'll bob that into the lamp. So when that comes out, I'm just simply patting some silver foil into that tacky layer. Make sure you've got everything covered, and I'll do the same on this one. And then I'm going to do this little pinky first, so I'm going to top coat this because we don't want that foil to go anywhere. And then on the fatter part that I did paint a solid colour in, or the solid foil in, I am going to add some silver stones in there. So that wasn't working, so I'm going to get my picker-upper. So I'm just going to place them inside that part of the design. You don't have to do that, you could leave it as it was it did look nice like that as well. So I'm just going to put 3 in there and then 1 at the top. And then I'm going to do the same on the pointer finger. So top coat this, but because this has got a clear tip, I'm going to top coat underneath that nail as well, because you want that to be a glass finish as well. So if you're ever doing nails like this, make sure you do underneath. And I'm going to add a stone on this one as well. And then I'm simply going to top coat both these nails, so top and bottom. And that will be this set done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you like these nails. You'll have to let us know in the comments if you do, and let us know what weather's like where you are, because it is absolutely freezing where I am in Leeds. But yep, thanks for watching, guys, and I will leave you with this finished set. Thanks for watching. Bye.